The story begins in the mysterious jungles of the Amazon. It is said that there is a tree called the moon tree. Flower from this tree can cure any disease and break any curse in the world. For centuries, many people searched for the path to this mysterious tree. The most famous among them was Don Aguirre, who was determined to find the moon tree in the jungle. But even he had to bow down before the dangerous Amazon jungle. By luck, a local tribe found him and saved his life. During that time, Aguirre saw a crystal tear around the tribal chief's neck. Aguirre realized that with this, he could reach the mysterious tree. Aguirre asked the chief for the crystal tear, but the chief refused to give it to him. Hearing this, Aguirre caused a massacre. He burned the entire tribe to ashes and killed the chief, but with his last breath, the chief cursed Aguirre. As a result of this curse, Aguirre and all his companions were trapped in the forest forever. Now, we see the present day. A man named Bill is talking about this story. He points to the exact location on a map and says that if he is given the crystal tear, he can find that mysterious tree. With the help of that tree, he can make medicines for many dangerous diseases and end them. Actually, this speech was written by his sister, whose name is Lily. Lily was reading this speech, and her brother Bill was speaking along with her so that he could get the crystal tear from the society members and make a new discovery. Now, Lily realizes that Bill will not be able to refuse the society members to give them the crystal tear, so she sets out to do this job herself. A map to the crystal tear is drawn on Lily's hand, and with its help, she is moving forward. Suddenly, she bumps into Prince Joachim. Prince Joachim thinks that maybe Lily has lost her way, so he tells her the way forward. Now Lily arrives at the gate where the crystal tear is kept. But just then, a man comes there and says that no one is allowed to come here. Lily says she did not know. Lily makes this man unconscious, opens the gate, and goes inside secretly. Lily sees that many people are working in this room. Just then, Prince Joachim comes there. He had also come there to take that crystal tear. When Prince Joachim opens the box to look, the crystal tear is missing. He sees Lily taking the stone and orders his men to catch her. But Lily was not ready to give up so easily. With her agility and quick thinking, she is about to escape. But then Prince Joachim knocks Lily towards the window, causing her to hang on the stairs outside. Then the prince opens the ropes, making Lily hang further out. Now, the prince asks for the crystal tear box to save Lily, and Lily gives the box to the prince without thinking. Just then, Bill stops a bus below, and Lily jumps into that bus and escapes. Meanwhile, the prince opens the box and sees that the crystal tear is not in it. Seeing this, the man starts apologizing to the prince. Then the prince kills everyone there one by one and asks the man about Lily. On the other side, Lily and her brother leave with the crystal tear in search of the mysterious tree. On the other side, in the Amazon jungle, we see Frank, who takes tourists on a tour of the jungle in his boat every day. But Frank used to fool all the tourists and extort more money from them. He would lie and use some tricks to fool people. He had also included a local tribe in his plan who helped Frank scare people. Frank would put people in danger himself and then save them. This made the tourists think that Frank had risked his life to save them. In return, Frank would take extra money from the people. Then Frank brings everyone back. Actually, Frank had taken a lot of loans from Nilo. Frank was not able to repay the loan, so Nilo took out the engine of Frank's boat and kept it locked. On the other side, Lily and her brother are also looking for Mr. Nilo because everyone there knows Nilo as the famous captain. Lily reaches Nilo's office, and on the other side, Frank also enters Mr. Nilo's room through the window. He had come to steal the key to unlock his boat's engine. Just then, Lily starts knocking on the door and asks him to take her into the Amazon jungle, saying she will give Nilo a lot of money. Hearing about the money, Frank opens the door and starts pretending to be Mr. Nilo. Lily takes out her map and tells him that they have to go to this place. Seeing the map, Frank asks her where she got it. Lily says it is her father's, and he used to tell her the story of the moon tree by showing her this map. Hearing this, Frank laughs and says that the story is just a story, and it is not true. Lily tells Frank, "Okay, you don't have to take me there." Hearing this, Frank immediately takes Lily to a hotel to make a deal. Now, Frank closes the deal with Lily for $20,000. Meanwhile, her brother Bill had already closed a deal with the real Mr. Nilo for $50,000. Seeing this, Lily realizes that Frank is not Nilo, but is actually a debtor of Mr. Nilo. Just then, Frank sees the crystal tear around Lily's neck. He could not let Lily go because he wanted the crystal tear, so he lowers the deal price to $10,000. Meanwhile, a jaguar enters the hotel. Seeing the jaguar, everyone there runs for their lives, and Mr. Nilo also runs away. Then the jaguar attacks, but Frank comes in between and starts fighting the jaguar jaguar. For a while, there is a fierce battle between Frank and the jaguar. Then Frank throws a piece of meat out of the window and the jaguar runs after it. Frank becomes a hero in everyone's eyes. Seeing this, Lily gets impressed by Frank and makes a deal with him again for $12,000. Then Lily and her brother start putting their necessary items on the boat. Meanwhile, Prince Joachim's men kidnap Lily, lock her in a birdcage, and start taking her away. Just then, Nilo comes there because Frank had stolen his engine again. Seeing this, Frank tries to leave quickly before Nilo's men arrive, but Lily is not on the boat yet. Lily sees an opportunity and attacks the enemies. All the birds fly away. Seeing the birds, Frank understands that Lily is in trouble. Frank hands the boat to Bill and goes to help Lily. Lily defeats Prince's men all by herself. Frank reaches there and takes a hard punch from Lily. Lily says sorry to him. Then both of them start going towards the boat, but Frank asks her to jump into the water to go ahead. But Lily doesn't know how to swim, so she decides to go by another route. Avoiding the enemies, Lily swings on a wire to reach the boat. Frank also tries to bring the boat to Lily. Just then, a cloth sticks to Lily's face. During that time, Frank brings the boat to Lily, and Lily quickly climbs onto the boat. On the other side, Prince Joachim's man tells him that Lily has escaped again. The prince gets very angry and goes out himself to snatch the crystal tear from Lily. Actually, Prince Joachim wants the crystal tear because he wants to make his army very powerful with the moon tree's flower so that he can win the world war and rule the whole world. Seeing this, Frank starts running his boat at full speed. When that doesn't work, the prince fires a missile to blow up Frank's boat. Frank increases the speed of his boat and takes it directly toward a house, saving it, and the missile passes underneath. Frank manages to escape. Meanwhile, a vine gets stuck in the engine of the prince's submarine, which makes it uncontrollable. While traveling, Frank talks to his boat and puts ointment on his wounds. Seeing this, Lily thinks he is crazy. Then Lily sits silently and reads a book. Frank tells Lily, "These are shapeshifters. Don't look into their eyes, or you will have dreams at night." Lily takes out her camera and starts making a video. We find out that Frank has seen a camera for the first time. Then Frank also starts taking video footage with the camera. Then Lily tells Frank, "We are going the wrong way. We have to go by another route." Hearing this, Frank says, "I am the captain here, so everyone has to follow my instructions." Frank says if we go by the other route, our lives could be in danger because the water flow is fast there and you don't know how to swim. But Lily doesn't listen to Frank and forces him to take the other route by threatening him with money. Frank takes Lily on the other route. It becomes evening, and soon it will be night. Frank stops his boat and says, "Let's spend the night here." Lily asks Frank to go slowly, even at night. But this time, Frank doesn't listen to Lily. Then Frank asks Lily, "Have you come to this jungle with a purpose? Or just to pass time?" Lily says, "I have come to find the moon tree. If I find it, think how many lives could be saved. I will erase all the diseases of the world, and it will bring a new revolution in science." Meanwhile, Bill screams and comes out. Lily is terrified to see this. Frank calls that jaguar to him. We find out that this jaguar is Frank's pet animal. Seeing all this, Lily gets angry at Frank and says that the fight was an act. Lily goes to sleep, angry with Frank. And now we know about the curse. On the other side, we see Prince Joachim and his companions who arrive at the place where Aguirre and his companions were cursed and imprisoned many years ago. The prince pours 2 drops of river water on Aguirre's body from a vial. Actually, Aguirre needs river water to come alive, but the river water reaching here had been stopped years ago. Suddenly, a snake comes out of Aguirre's body and bites one of the prince's companions. The prince says to those snakes, "You need river water to be free. If you help me get the crystal tear, I can set you free, and by obtaining the moon tree, we can both achieve our goals." The snake agrees. The prince brings the river water here, which makes Aguirre and his companions alive again. On the other side, Lily and Frank reach their destination with the help of the map. But Frank tells Lily on the way, the path ahead is going to be bad. Just then, a rocky path with a fast current comes, on which the boat becomes uncontrollable. Frank tells Lily, "There is still time, let's go back." But Lily was not ready to back down. Suddenly, the water current becomes faster, and a huge waterfall appears in front. Seeing this, everyone gets scared, and the boat starts going towards the waterfall at high speed. Frank uses all his strength to turn the boat, but the boat's engine stops working. But Frank doesn't give up, and he somehow starts the engine and moves the boat forward. He takes the boat to another route, and everyone's life is saved. Frank looks at Lily angrily because she brought him through this route despite his refusal. Still, Frank asks Lily once more to go back, but Lily refuses to go back and says, "I am having a lot of fun on this this trip. Meanwhile, we see Frank and Bill cutting wood in the jungle, and both of them are complaining about Lily. Lily secretly unlocks Frank's secret room and enters. Lily sees many things there. During that time, Lily finds a secret book related to the crystal tear in the moon tree. Seeing all this, Lily becomes suspicious of Frank. Just then, Frank comes to the boat. Lily talks to Frank about all this. She says, "How much more will you lie to us? Tell me directly that you also want to achieve that thing." Frank tells Lily, "I don't want to achieve the moon tree anymore. It is true that I was searching for the moon tree, just like you." Showing his map, he says, "I have searched every corner of the Amazon jungle, but I didn't find the moon tree anywhere, and now I have given up hope." Then Lily tells Frank, "Because you didn't have the crystal tear." Hearing Lily's voice, someone attacks, and Lily becomes unconscious. Then Frank is also attacked and becomes unconscious. Actually, these are the most dangerous tribes of this jungle who take Frank and his companions captive. They push them in front of their chief. Lily steals a locket. Frank starts talking to the chief in another language. The chief asks Lily for the crystal tear. He says that the crystal tear was stolen from their tribe. "If you love your life, return that crystal tear to us." Frank translates all this to Lily. Lily refuses to give the crystal tear. Frank tells Lily's words to the chief, "I will not return your crystal tear until I find the moon tree." Lily gets ready to fight. The chief comes to Lily and laughs loudly and exposes Frank. She says, "What kind of girl have you brought? She is ready to die and kill." And the chief asks for double the money from Frank next time. Now Lily understands everything. Frank is about to tell Lily about this, but he forgets. Lily starts asking the chief about the crystal tear. The chief tells Lily a riddle written on the crystal tear and says, "The moon tree's flower blooms on a new moon night, and that night is coming in 2 days." She says that the moon tree will be found in the place where a snake has bitten its own tail. Hearing this, Lily looks at that location on the map. Now Lily knows the exact location of the moon tree, and she says she will go there alone. Frank tells her that she could be in danger alone. Lily calls Frank a cheater and selfish, gives him his 12,000 rupees, and starts to leave. Just then, Aguirre and his companions come there and start killing everyone one by one. Seeing this, Frank immediately goes to Lily and tells her to leave now, and asks Lily for the crystal tear. Lily refuses. Chaos ensues. Everyone is running away to save themselves from the enemies. Aguirre, who has many snakes wrapped around his body, stops Frank. Frank takes the opportunity and runs away. During that time, another monster catches Lily. Frank saves Lily from him somehow. Just then, a mud monster attacks them. Frank attacks him with fire, which burns him, and he falls and breaks. During that time, a honey monster catches Lily, and Bill shoots at him, but nothing happens. Then he snatches the crystal tear from Lily's neck and throws it toward Aguirre. As soon as he gets the crystal tear, Aguirre starts running away, but Frank sees him and comes to snatch the crystal tear, but the crystal tear is in the mouth of his snake. Aguirre stabs a sword into Frank's chest. Frank snatches the crystal tear and starts falling. While falling, Frank throws the crystal tear towards Lily and falls down. Lily feels very bad for Frank. The chief tells Lily to run away and says, "Stay away from the river as much as possible," because Lily runs away with all her might, and Aguirre and his companions follow her for the crystal tear. A companion knocks Lily down, and Aguirre is about to take the crystal tear from her. Just then, the river pulls them all back. Seeing this, Lily gets some relief. Aguirre and his companions talk among themselves and think about how to get the crystal tear, because Aguirre and his companions cannot go away from the river. Then Aguirre takes Prince Joachim's name and says, "This work can be done by only one man." Aguirre sends some bees to send the news to the prince. Lily finds Frank, and he is alive. Lily is very happy, but the sword is still stuck in Frank's chest. Lily gets scared. Frank tells her to pull the sword out. Lily pulls the sword out of Frank's chest. After some time, Bill regains consciousness, and Lily tells Bill that she will leave him here and go ahead. On the other side, the prince is moving forward in his submarine. He sees some bees outside. Seeing the bees, the prince immediately opens the way to come inside. The bees come inside, talk to the prince, and sit on the map and tell him everything about where the crystal tear will be found. On the other side, Lily is stitching Frank's wound. Lily asks Frank, "Who are you?" Frank tells Lily everything about himself. Frank says, "My father was a soldier. After he left, Aguirre's father adopted me, and he raised Aguirre and me like brothers. I am 400 years old. One day, suddenly Aguirre's daughter fell ill, and that disease could only be cured by the moon tree's flower. So we set out in search of the moon tree. We faced many difficulties, but we didn't give up. We had to save Aguirre's daughter at any cost. So I made this map so we could find the moon tree quickly. But we could not stand before the jungle, and we kept dying one by one. But just in time, the local tribes living in the jungle jungle took us and saved our lives with that moon tree's flower. Aguirre was very happy with all this and thought that now his daughter's life would be saved. One day, Aguirre asked the chief for the crystal tear and to take them to the moon tree, but the chief flatly refused to go there. As soon as he refused, Aguirre killed the chief and caused a massacre. Aguirre killed the very people who saved us, but I was against this, so I didn't support Aguirre in this, and I helped save the crystal tear. During that time, the chief, while dying, cursed Aguirre and all of us. Because of this, Aguirre and his companions could not stay away from the river. If they went away from the river, the jungle would imprison them forever. But to save everyone's life, I imprisoned Aguirre and his companions in such a place where, and how they got out of there, I don't know. In that time, I settled a village, made many friends, and lost many friends. And then I decided to find the moon tree. Then I built a boat and went out to find the moon tree, but I didn't find it anywhere. Since I cannot stay away from the river, I started taking tourists on a boat trip on the river. We see Bill and the chief going in a boat. Then the prince comes with his submarine and lifts the boat. Seeing this, the chief jumps into the water and runs away. The prince takes Bill inside and threatens to blow up that tribal village with a missile and asks for the location of the crystal tear, saying, "Your sister has taken the crystal tear from here." Bill points his finger at that place on the map, and some bees see that place. Then the prince starts killing those bees and kills them until all of them are dead. Because the prince didn't want to share the moon tree's flower with anyone. Lily and Frank reach that place, but they don't see any moon tree there. Seeing this, Frank goes under the water and he finds it. But because he is not tall enough, he cannot reach the lever. Frank tells Lily to go there. Lily doesn't know how to swim, so Frank takes her with him and tells her to pull the lever. Meanwhile, Lily's foot lands on a button, due to which she gets trapped there. Frank gives her breath from his mouth, and Lily pulls the lever and opens it. Due to this, the river water stops flowing. Outside, Frank is attacked by many. During that time, Lily faints due to lack of breath, and the water here slowly decreases. Frank takes Lily out and tries to bring her to consciousness. As soon as Lily regains consciousness, she slaps Frank directly and screams at him, saying, "You left me to die!" Frank tries to explain, but Lily is not ready to listen. Then Frank sees that Prince Joachim has also come here, in whose captivity. Just then, a bee comes out from inside and runs away, which accidentally survived. The prince goes to Lily, threatens her, and takes the crystal tear from her. Frank can't do anything even if he wants to. The prince tells Frank to take him to the moon tree. Frank moves his boat forward, and in some time, they all reach the moon tree. But the tree had been dry and lifeless for many years. The prince knows that the tree, so he tells Lily to make the flower bloom on the tree. Frank agrees to make the flower bloom and says, "In return, let both of them go from here, and I will have to give one petal of the flower." The prince agrees to give Frank one petal. Frank takes the crystal tear and goes inside a circle and tries to solve the riddle made there, but nothing happens. Then the prince asks Lily to help Frank. Now, Lily also puts her own condition. She says, "I also want one petal. Then only I will help." The prince says angrily, "I will give only one petal. Now both of you decide who will keep that petal." Frank and Lily talk through signs, and Lily agrees to do this job. Then both of them break the crystal tear to solve this riddle, and a pink-colored crystal comes out of it. With the help of the crystal, life returns to the moon tree. The whole moon tree comes alive again. Many flowers start blooming on it. Everyone is shocked to see this. Then, according to the plan, Lily takes out a gun and shoots Frank. Frank falls down from the tree into the water. Lily tells the prince, "Now the petal is mine." Lily and the prince go ahead to pick the flower. Then the moon starts setting. Down below, Frank. Meanwhile, seeing the opportunity, Lily climbs up with the help of a rope and runs to pick the flower. Because the moon is setting, the tree starts becoming lifeless again, and all the flowers start disappearing. When the moon sets completely, Lily reaches the spot and picks one petal of the flower. Just then, the tree branch breaks, and Lily starts falling, but she hangs on to a spot. The prince comes there and asks for the flower petal. Lily throws the petal down towards Frank and removes the prince from her way. Frank somehow catches the petal. Aguirre and his companions come there. The prince hits Aguirre in the mouth, and snakes come out from that cut and attack the prince. Then Aguirre and his companions go after Lily for the petal. Lily is running to save her life. Seeing this, Frank shows the petal to Aguirre and diverts him towards himself. Frank tells Bill, "Our journey ends here, and tell Lily that she is more than my life." Frank leaves his Jaguar with Bill. Then Frank starts running his boat at full speed. Aguirre and his companions reach Frank and attack him. Frank is defeating them one by one. Aguirre is also using all his strength to snatch the petal. Aguirre catches Frank Frank and asks him for the petal. But Frank doesn't have the petal. During that time, the boat hits the wall ahead, which blows the boat to pieces, and the long branches of the jungle come and catch Frank and all the others, imprisoning them in themselves. Everyone becomes a lifeless statue of stone again. Bill tells Lily, "Frank considered you more than his own life, and he gave his life for you with this petal." Lily gets scared and runs towards Frank. Lily comes here and sees that Frank has turned into a lifeless stone statue. Lily becomes very sad, touches Frank's face, and takes out the petal she had and puts it in Frank's mouth, due to which the petal is in Frank's mouth, but Frank's pet jaguar is still sitting there. Then, a pink-colored light comes out of Frank's face, and Lily feels it too. Lily goes back to Frank. She sees that Frank is becoming a human again. Frank comes out. Seeing this, Lily is very happy and hugs Frank. Suddenly, the set moon comes out again. Due to this, another petal blooms on the tree. Lily picks the petal and comes back home. We see Bill among the society members, who is telling everyone about his exciting journey. Now, after finding the moon tree, Bill has become a big man. And on the other side, Lily is teaching Frank how to drive a car in her world. And with this scene, the story ends here. If you liked our video, then like and subscribe to the video.